Becoming overpowered is typically a staple in any JRPG or game with leveling of any kind. And of course, Final Fantasy is no stranger to this idea. But then, most of these super amazing pieces of equipment and grinding spots are typically always at the end of the game. Now, that's a problem for me. You see, I like being overpowered, but I like doing it early. Really early, in fact. And we've done these hellish grinds on other Final Fantasy games, Grandia, and even Disgaea and Atelier. But what if we go back 25 plus years and do it on the game which pretty much invented the job system? Final Fantasy 3. And yes, I'm well aware of the fact that there was jobs in FF1, but FF3 was the first major job system. Don't come at me with those ha FF1 was first noob comments. Or do. I'm not your mother and the comments help me anyway. Now, Final Fantasy 3 can be summed up in a few words really. Grinding, tragedy, and child labour laws. So let's keep that tradition minus the labour laws, shall we? Because this is going to be one hell of a torturous grind. Because we're going to see how overpowered we can get before the Fire Crystal. And in terms of progress, it's about 1/4 of the way through the game, since there's a lot more to do on the lower world than the upper world. The downside here, though, is this means we lose access to the vast majority of the jobs in the game. All the super OP equipment, the best grinding spots, etc. So how exactly are we going to get overpowered with none of that available? Well, the very stupid way. So take this as a warning. This video is not a guide. Seriously, do not do this, as this is a giant waste of time. Let me waste my time to satisfy your curiosity, because this literally takes over 1,000 hours. Yes, you heard me right. Over 1,000 hours to make this video. And because of that, I would love it if you guys could hit that like button, leave a comment calling me an idiot for doing this, and share the video everywhere. It helps tremendously with YouTube's algorithm. Hell, watch the video a few times if you want. Also, be sure to check out the description where you can join our Discord server and interact with me directly. Follow me on Twitter and even Twitch, where I stream separate challenges and things. And for those who want to go above and beyond and support me, then consider becoming a Patreon or YouTube member. Now, let's get into the life-wasting part of this video, shall we? Start the game and instantly begin crying because we're doing this on the 3D version of the game, aka the Nintendo 3DS and original Steam version, which is harder by a landslide when compared to the original or Pixel Remaster. And to make life even worse, we need to stay as low level as possible for now. Not for long, mind you, but long enough that it becomes annoying. Proceed through Altar Cave, picking up everything. And even though we need to stay low level, win any fights you encounter. Make sure to pick up the 2 Antarctic Winds though. We're not going to use it just yet, but it will be extremely helpful later considering our levels should be kept low. The Land Turtle boss would normally have the winds used on it, but potions when you're at around 20 HP will have to do here. Visit the town of collect all the items and buy leather armor to increase your defense. With the extra items obtained from here, move on to the next town. Kozus, where we recruit Ark. The town is overrun by my attempt at drawing people. We can get a few items here, but nothing too special. Speak to Sid, get the airship, and recruit Refia. Okay, 3 characters down, let's go get the 4th orphan, I mean party member. Head west to Castle Sassoon, keep going straight, have a conversation at the throne, and Ignis joins the party. Before we go though, raid the castle for its treasure. One of the treasure chests is guarded by a griffin monster, but the reward is the White Slayer, a pretty strong sword. You can also safely heal in the East Tower for free if you want to as well. At this point, make sure you have some status cleansing items, so feel free to head back to and buy some if you want to. We're heading to the Sealed Cave. Princess Sarah joins us and will heal every now and again randomly or attack. The cave itself isn't too dangerous. The danger comes from the boss, Jin, mainly due to the fact we want to stay low level. He also gets 2 attacks every turn because bosses in this game can bite me. He's weak to ice though, and that's why we saved the Antarctic winds earlier. We're going to use them here. After a tough fight, we finally unlock jobs. And this is where things get depressing. Not for you. You get to laugh and experience 30 hours of my pain in just 5 seconds. Equip the monk job on everybody and leave it on. This is going to be our job now for the next 10 years. Okay, slight exaggeration. Now, let's go back to the town of because we like being overpowered, right? Well, in Final Fantasy III, you have normal levels and job levels. We're going to increase our monk level right now. Firstly, unequip your main weapon on everybody. Reason being, monks do more damage with their bare hands than these low-level weapons. Then, head to the healing well in the mayor's home when needed. Now that we have monk equipped as well, you can feel free to kill any monster you want. You can do one of 2 things here. Fight normally to level your monks and yourself up, or just power level monk by defending every turn to earn job EXP. Just be warned, you're limited to 199 job EXP a fight. Because of how much EXP we actually need for this though, I opt for the first way. And so I brute force my way to level 99 monk. The good news after this, level 99 monk with no weapon equipped deals some extremely nice damage. Once you actually start doing good damage though, you can move over to Castle Sassoon to grind in the West Tower. Now, at level 99 monk, we're dealing anywhere from 2,500 to 6,000 damage a hit. That's more than enough to pretty easily clear the game. But this is an overpowered video. Of course, this isn't enough for us. So let's break everything. Now, let's move on finally. We unlock the magnet system, which we ignore, and proceed on. Not much needs doing now, we're already over leveled for this portion of the game. You can stop at Dragon's Peak though and do another grind. I'll be honest, this one is completely pointless, and I also didn't do this for 2 reasons. Firstly, the only thing of worth here is the Pbird mob, because if you equip the Thief job, you can steal Phoenix Downs from it. The downside is you need to make sure you're on monk for every level up. So if you want to go crazy, then go ahead, but even I can't condone this grind when we can just come back here later. There are reports that you can obtain them as a normal drop as well here. However, I've not personally seen that. So either it's wrong or the drop rate is absolutely horrendous. So go get crushed by Bahamut, because as you can see by our damage, even with over 240 attack with max out monks, we only do 1 damage. Maybe I'll try and see if we can actually beat him here at level 99. If you want to see that, comment below. And then head to Healing Copes. We need to get minied here to enter the next town. So change 1 character to a white mage to use the mini spell. And then change back to monk. Just whatever you do, do not level up with the white mage equipped. This is important. So do Tozus and Viking's Cove. Also make sure to remove mini. After leaving Viking Cove, you should head to Neptune Temple. But don't. Instead, save the game and board the ship to fight the Neptune Dragon. This fight is completely unwinnable, but it adds the Neptune Dragon to your bestiary. And this is important. Once that's done, do Neptune Temple. Kill the rat, do Takul and Gulgan Gulch, then it's off to the Tower of Owen. And unlike Neptune Temple, you can remove Toad the moment you get through the pipe. Beat Medusa, who in a normal playthrough can be quite annoying. Not so much here though. Dash jumps into a furnace and we're off. Poor guy just wanted to get away from his wife at Cannon Man. Okay, go to Dwarven's Hollow and chase Gutsko, who stole the Horn of Ice, and it's into Subterranean Lake. Fight Gutsko at the end of the lake, and now at this point, you should have 25% on your bestiary. If not, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. Just do the next area, the Molten Cave first, or go back to Takul and run a lap around the continent, fighting everything. Also, if you want to see what your bestiary percentage is, take the boat all the way north past the Tower of Owen, then head east and finally south to the village of Garcel at the inn. Go to the rightmost wall, and through that is an old man. Speaking to him will allow you to check. Now, just fight all monsters all around the world, or do Molten Cave until you get 25% on the bestiary. Once you have that, make sure Lunaf is the party leader. Then find a Moogle in pretty much any town and access Mognet. With over 25% on the bestiary, there should be 4 mails from Topopper. The 4th one is the one we want. It's about the kids going missing. So, sail back to Cannon and then walk back to where we started the game. Speak to the Alder and then go north to the very first cave from the start of the game. The missing children are in there. By defeating a few bombs and saving them, we unlock a crystal fragment. And this gives everybody access to the Onin Night job. This is actually the worst job for us in the game right now. That's fine though. In about 800 to 900 hours, it's going to be the best job in the game. You see, Onin Night is actually a really interesting job in the way it works. Just like other jobs in the game, the stats for Onin Night will change depending on your player level. And they're actually really bad until you hit level 90. In fact, when I say bad, I mean you have 13 for each stat at level 80, kind of bad. At level 90, you have 36 for all stats. And the good news now is every level after that, it gains a massive increase. And as you might have guessed, at level 99, this job will have max stats in every category. There's 2 catches though. Firstly, we have no gear for this job. And the best gear comes from fighting pretty much 4 of the hardest fights in the whole game. And shocker, you can't fight them until pretty much at the very end of the game. We'll worry about this later though. For now, we need to focus on the other problem. HP. You see, HP is essentially tied to your vitality stat, and that's why we stayed low level until we had Monk, and then we instantly equipped it. That's because Monk has the highest vitality of any jobs we currently have. Onin Knight will get more vitality eventually. The only problem is that's at level 97. Can you guess what I'm going to say next? Don't worry, I'll give you a minute to think about it. If you guessed doing something really stupid, then congratulations, you guessed right. With Monk equipped, we're going to grind for a very long time. How long exactly? Well, we need to earn about 9.5 million EXP. And how much were we getting per fight again? About 200? That's not too bad now, is it? Just, what, about 48,000 fights? Plus healing on top of that. Yeah, now you know why this video took so long to come out. Anyway, the best place for us to grind is the Molten Cave, where the story actually wants us to go. So head there, it's just north of Dwarven Hollows. Once there, I suggest just staying by the door so you can exit out to save whenever you want. And for healing, there's the inn at Dwarven's Hollow. Just don't die, because there's no revive spring there, and the closest one is Also, fun fact, try and guess what actually took the most time here. Was it the fights, the healing, or was it running around in circles trying to get into a damn encounter? In case you can't tell by my attitude there, it was the damn running around. Thank God for anime is all I'm going to say here. I watched the entire Bleach, all movies to prepare for the new season this year, all of the OG Full Metal Alchemist, Gundam Seed Destiny, and I regrew my eyebrow 5 times over. That last one is true, by the way. Stream viewers will know what's up from my Wheel of Pain streams. In fact, I'm going to upload this video a day or two before a Wheel of Pain. You should check the pinned comment for when it is and a link and come check it out. You think I'm crazy for doing these overpowered videos? Well, with pain in the name, I'm sure you can imagine how crazy things get there. Anyway, at level 97, we change to the Owner Knight job for higher vitality, which means more HP. And then carry on leveling to 99. The good news is, this will get us to level 99 job level for Owner Knight as well. Now, for the downside. While it is technically possible to obtain 9,999 for HP using Monk, it's actually RNG. You see, the way HP gain is calculated in FF3 is essentially VIT plus level, and then a random bonus. In order to cap out your HP with Monk, you actually need quite a lot of max bonuses, hence why I personally didn't bother to do it. Saving and reloading every single level all through the game is easier said than done, especially early on when you can gain 2 or even 3 levels in a single dungeon where you can't save. And over 9,500 HP is enough for literally anything in the game, including the optional super boss, the Iron Giant. Okay, after that grind, which lasted way too long, and totally deserves an like and a sub, hint hint, maybe a comment as well, calling me crazy. What are we left with? Well, aside from no social life anymore, we have pretty much max gil if you don't run around all the shops buying 99 of everything just because you can. We have over 9,500 HP on all characters. We are max level. All of our stats are literally capped. We have the absolute by a mile best job in the game that you can also learn and use every magic and summon when you get them, and it's job level 99. We're not done yet though. I know, what else could we possibly do to get even stronger? We can one-shot 99.9% of all enemies in the game, and there's only like 3 things in the entire game which can even do 1 damage to us right now. So, what's next? Well, earlier on I mentioned 2 problems, right? Can you remember what they were? One of them was HP, which we solved. The other was gear. Right now, our characters are naked, the dirty little buggers. Sadly, this isn't the NES version of the game, though, because if it was, we could actually glitch ourselves to literally get full Onin equipment on everybody. That's the best gear in the game, if you don't know. And we could glitch any magic or summon as well. Pretty broken, right? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but this is the 3DS version, so we can't do that. This also means, however, it's actually impossible to find a weapon for us at the moment which will increase our damage. Literally, our fists give us 198 attack right now. Even dual wielding the other best weapon we can get here would only give us like 70 attack. So keep punching things in the throat for now. Armor, on the other hand, we can improve. I'm not sure why though, considering nothing can even damage us, but let's just add insult to injury, I guess, for the game. So, go to the Village of the Ancients in the lower left of the world, aka southwest from Takul. Once there, buy 4 Flame Mail armors, then buy 4 Ice Helms from Dwarven Hollows, and finally 4 Mithril Gloves from Cannon. I know it's a lot of work for just 34 defense, but hey, we can't let them walk around naked now, can we? And there you go. That is how we touch Final Fantasy III in its no-no place. And as mentioned in the start of this video, it only took over 1,000 hours. So because of that, I would absolutely love you forever if you could hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you aren't already, and share the ever-living crap out of this video in honor of me wasting my life away. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Twitch, linked down in the description, as that's typically where I post and stream silly shit. Also in there is our Discord server for those who want to talk to me whenever they want. And for anybody who really wants to go above and beyond, you can also find my Patreon linked down there as well. As always though, everybody, a big thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon.